Good weekend, citizen. Poddington here with an editorial look at recent Helldivers 2 news, itself edited by the honest folk at the Ministry of Truth. Meridia. A barrier planet on the eastern edge of our galaxy where citizens of Super Earth lived and toiled and farmed resources to better the aims of Super Earth. Vital to FTL travel, E710 was collected and delivered by those willing to live in the harshest conditions to secure our future. It is likely hubris that we face the reality that we're in today, because on Saturday the 1st of June, Meridia is no more. Terminids have plagued Super Earth's galactic domain for hundreds of years, and like any threat to our democracy, they are measured and defeated. The mindless swarm that has the only goal to expand had a chance to become a real problem, but faced against Super Earth's might, they were pushed back, quarantined, and then farmed. How they broke their quarantine does not matter, but being able to reach greater numbers than expected required a different approach. The Terminid control system was developed and deployed on barrier planets Erita Prime, Fenrir 3, Meridia, and Turing. Hailed as a success, the activation of the TC system interrupted Terminid hyper-evolution, stopping them from expanding from the Umlaut sector. Ground was given to secure the eastern fringe, but with the Terminids quarantined once again, the E710 farms resumed, with supplies being vastly increased. It is no exaggeration that Helldivers killed 2 billion Terminids in less than 24 hours to meet the demands needed to thwart the automaton invasion. Yet despite these successes, we are here in the Umlaut sector and Meridia is no more. Something went wrong with the termicide used by the TC systems, and the Terminid numbers exploded. What was once the perfect ground to grow crops with rich volcanic soil and frequent rainstorms became terraformed by Terminid ichor and hive activity. Meridia, as it was known, became a super colony from which the Terminids could throw its spores towards Super Earth. Our greatest fear had become real, as their numbers crossed the tipping point and could no longer be controlled. With the automaton invasion paused by Helldivers efforts on Menkent, a solution for the super colony was needed, and needed fast. Perhaps we had not learned from the TC systems being a dramatic solution to control the Terminids, because the next solution was just as drastic. Helldivers were tasked with breaking through to Meridia, deploying dark fluid deep into the surface where once numbers were sufficient would accrete into a super dense mass, causing the planet to implode into a black hole. As could be bet on, Helldivers were successful, and Meridia is no more. The super colony and billions of Terminids that lived upon it became spaghettified as they fell into the depths of the void. There may be more Terminids now than before the super colony existed, but as an act of mercy for the terrible price we paid for Meridia, spores that Terminids throw into space towards Super Earth are caught by the black hole's gravitational force. Perhaps the true consequences for Meridia are still to show itself, but the peace gained in the east lets SEAF focus its gaze to the west. The Automaton Legion was halted by Menkent Line, but the Automatons are sly with their socialist agenda and stop at nothing to find ways to spread their propaganda. It is no secret that the origin of the invasion fleet is unknown, and why it tried so hard to illegally occupy Cyberstan is still unexplained, but its ultimate goal to destroy our way of life could not be clearer. We need answers, and analysts believe they have found where they hide. The Hydra sector acts as the front line against the automatons, and Menkent, Aesir Pass and Vernon Wells are under constant threat. It is from here that the path to the automaton data center, codenamed Database 1, can be found, but the task is not easy. From Aesir Pass, SEAF and Helldivers can make their way to the Andromeda sector, before heading into the Ymir sector and the planet of Wasat to manually extract crucial data needed for use against the robot menace. Helldivers could think of the Meridia Major Order as a training exercise or reprieve from the more dangerous automaton horde, but the momentum gained by the destruction of the super colony must be continued if we are to discover the truth behind the automaton invasion and ultimately defeat them. Time waxes on Meridia, its beauty eclipsed by the meddling of man, for as righteous and just as Super Earth is, we truly have become death, destroyer of worlds. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments, and we will see you next time. And now for your local news.